This is an update on yesterday's video, the rescue of Bonita. Bonita is a dog that has arrived to us with 2 broken front legs. This is clearly an extreme case. It's not only 1 fracture, it's 2, plus the bones are exposed because there are injuries on the skin, there are bacteria. I mean, it's a very complex case. We have driven over 1,000 miles to get her. This was only possible because that sweet old lady, Linda, drove all the way from Sevilla, halfway to the country, to bring her to us, and then my brother and Sergio drove all the way to the hospital where she is hospitalized right now.
Bien, ha venido tranquila.
Sí, está tranquila.
Lleva tramadol pinchada para hacer el viaje lo más tranquilo posible. Es muy buena, ¿eh?
Ya, ahora es
Pero
un poquito...
ahora mismo ella piensa que el que la va a tocar le va a hacer daño.
Now, many of you have been asking some questions, and I'm here to answer them today. The first one is, how did it happen? How could she break the legs in such a way? How did they do this to her?
Fíjate cómo apoya la pobreza, ¿eh? Se busca la vida para estar sentada. Se sienta con las patas de atrás para no tocar el suelo, ¿sabes?
¿Tú crees que 10 días así hay derecho?
We didn't show it in the video because there was no footage of this, but Bonita used to live in the roof of a home. She was always there. Sun, wind, storms, and this is what happened the other day. There was a big storm in Seville. She got really scared and she just jumped out of the roof. 2 broken legs. Unbelievable. So the owner just took her home. They were like, well, I don't know, it seems like she broke something. They took her to the vet put a bit of bandage, and they just left her there. I mean, I think they thought of bandage like if it was some kind of plaster or something, but obviously it didn't help at all. Plus there were some injuries and the thing got infected, and the poor dog has suffered for 10 days without any kind of sedation or painkillers or nothing.
Dog living on the flat roof of a house, jumped off 10 days ago, and these bandages we think have been on there for 10 days. She's very, very distressed and obviously in a lot of pain.
And that explains what follows next. Other people have asked how come she was wearing a muzzle. I mean, why didn't you take the muzzle out so she could breathe during the journey? Let me explain. After 10 days in absolute excruciating pain, every time the people touch her, imagine the pain that they cause. So right now, Bonita, whenever you touch her, she snaps at you.
Vamos a sacar un poquitito, ¿vale? También para limpiarle bien las heridas que tiene en las manitas y poder...
We had to do this journey in a safe way. We had to do it in a way that neither my brother, neither Linda, neither Sergio would get bitten, and when she arrived to the hospital, she wouldn't bite anybody. I mean, just think about it. So much pain. True, during the trip, she's been sedated. I mean, not sedated, but there were painkillers administered. She was on Buprex, so she basically didn't feel any pain at all. But the discomfort is there, and we had to protect ourselves. So this is why she was wearing a muzzle. Now you will notice that in our videos, we barely ever use muzzles. I mean, we don't like them. I mean, they don't look good on video. It shows the animal, showing discomfort. But in this case, it was necessary. And then finally, there was a moment in the video where Bonita jumps out of the cage and she falls on the floor.
No, pobrecito, por favor. Vale.
Mírala, ay, qué penita, por favor. No se quiere apoyar. Ay, Dios.
Quería mirar y cagarse, más seguro.
Claro. Ay, pobrecita, mírala.
Ya está.
Of course, there's always someone very quickly to say, oh, but you guys don't know how to handle dogs, and Jairo, he doesn't know nothing, and the dog fell on her. Again, let me explain. After such a long trip, she was in the cage. My brother just opened the thing from the top to make it more comfortable for her to get out of the box, and she just jumped. He didn't even have the chance, or it was a split second. She just jumped out of the box and she did everything she could not to touch the floor with her 2 front paws because they are broken. Imagine how painful that is. So this is why she fell on her shoulder. Now, this looked bad on the video, obviously, clearly, but look, these videos are not prepared. We're dealing with whatever we have. I mean, these are really unforeseen circumstances, and sometimes we have to act with, at the spur of the moment. I mean, I'm pretty quick and I make mistakes. Jairo made a mistake yesterday. He wasn't quick enough to hold her from the chest, but also please remember that she was snapping and she was very uncomfortable. So this is Bonita. This is Bonita's arrival to the hospital. Just have a look at this.
Vale. ¿Cuánto tiempo lleva así con las patas?
10 días.
10 días.
¿Está con medicación ahora?
Sí. ¿Algo metronidazol?
Sí, puede ser.
Metronidazol.
Muy bien, muchas gracias.
Para el viaje. Creo que ha sido esta mañana. Cuando se lo han pinchado.
Ya lo sé. Pobre. Vale, le estaba mirando a ver si tenía sensibilidad, vale, importante. Y ahora viene mi compañera porque tendremos que sedarla un poquito para poder sacarle sangre y hacer unas placas que nos ha pedido el traumatólogo para ver exactamente las mediciones, ¿vale? Y cómo están las patitas.
Vale. Un sufrimiento aquí. No sé yo si esto... No sé.
Hola. Mira.
Un poquito asustadiza, ¿eh?
Acojona.
Un poquito de miedo, pero nada más.
Tu corazón va muy bien. ¿Sí? Hola. Y tus dientes también. Vamos a sacar un poquitito, ¿vale? También para limpiarle bien las heridas que tiene en las manitas y poder... ¡Ay! ¡Uy! ¡Uy! ¿Qué me has entendido? ¿Cómo me haces eso, niño? Oye, chochona.
A mí no me sepa nada.
Pues mira, te voy a sedar, ¿qué te parece? A mí no me muerde nadie, yo soy así muy buena, pero ojo, ¿eh? Pero como la leche.
Ay, pobrecito.
Sí, sí.
Uy.
So Bonita is at the hospital, she's stable now, she doesn't feel pain, she's on Buprex. Right now we have to deal with the infection that she has on the bones. When she fell and she broke her legs, the bones stuck out through the skin, and through there were bacteria that enter. Now it's very important that we deal with that bacteria before operating. If we operate right now, the plates and whatever we do there is not going to work. So we have to deal with the infection. This is always the biggest challenge when you have an open fracture. So she's now at the hospital, we're dealing with that, and as soon as they give us the go-ahead, we'll go and we'll do the surgeries. 2 complex surgeries, but we're very hopeful that it's gonna work. So guys, this is Bonita. She's at the hospital, she's had a shitty, terrible life, living on the roof of a home and being left there to fend for herself. In the end, she jumped out of the roof, and this is how she ended up. Terrible. I'm here to coordinate this rescue, I'm here to coordinate the treatment, and I'm here to ask for your help. Please have a look at that face. She's so beautiful. She has a beautiful life ahead of her, but without you, she has nothing. Please donate. Help me save Bonita.